if crime keeps spiraling, I think you're going to see a lot more of what we might call private communities. No question about that. And that's an uncomfortable truth, is that crime rose, especially in cities, unbelievably in 2020 relative to previous years where it had actually been on the decline. So that's kind of an unhappy, another unseen statistic from the COVID year is criminality. And a lot of that just comes from, of course, boredom and people being idle. So that, I think that was to be expected. There's going to be all kinds of opportunities. I think a lot of people will get very, very rich in the 2020s, just like the 1920s, because I think it'll be a hugely speculative decade. I think people who figure out how to hedge or outpace inflation will get rich. I think people who figure out a lot of techie things, which were already, happening before COVID, will get rich. But what bothers me about it is that, there'll be so many brilliant people spending all their time trying to figure out how to, game capital markets, as opposed to actually trying, using their brain power to spend all their time trying to figure out how to bring a better good or service to the rest of us. So I don't like that. I know that it's a little bit of a left-wing trope to talk about the financialization of the economy, but there's a hell of a lot of truth to it. A lot of people, I think, absent the Fed, would have to do jobs other than what they do, moving money, as opposed to producing a good or service. So I think there's going to be a lot of new really rich people, because there's a lot of opportunity now for the gig economy, for work from home arrangements and what that's going to mean. We've seen companies like Zoom come from relative obscurity to become the number one dominant video platform in less than a year, in a few months. I mean, I'm sure fortunes were made. I forget offhand who owns Zoom, but there's always opportunity, and we ought to get after it and not complain. I mean, first and foremost.